morning, lecturers. Sorry for the technical difficulty just now. I'm here today to present my internship experience for the past 22 weeks with TUSUK PSB. So I am Tiara, a student from Clean Energy Management, and I was attached to TUSUK PSB and supervised under Madam Choi and Mr. Tan, my company supervisor. So these are the topics that I will touch on for my presentation. Firstly is the introduction, followed by the main testing that I've done, and lastly is the conclusion. So now I'm going to give a short and brief introduction about the company that I was attached to. So TUSUK was originally founded by a group of steam boilers operators back in 1866 in Mannheim, located in Germany. The current name TUSUK PSB was formerly known as PSB Corporation, which is an established and internationally recognized testing body. TUSUK is a global provider of technical services that supports customers with a vast range of testing, inspection, and a lot more. And with its goal in mind to improve the quality, safety, and increase economic value of the product, their slogan is "True Certainty, Add Value." So this is the world map, and TUSUK is located in different parts of the world, including the 6 different continents. So the red marks are the regional headquarters. Now I'm going to give you an overview of what I have done during my internship. So in my internship, I was assigned to the electrical and electronics department under the product service center. Basically, my department focuses on environmental climatic testing. So product testing is one of the prime focus that I've done during my internship. Adding on, I also did some on-site visit and electrical testing. So to give a clearer idea of what is product testing, its aim is to actually support customers with a comprehensive suite of services worldwide to increase the efficiency of their product, to reduce cost of their maintenance, and to manage the risk. With product service, it enables customers to access the global markets and enhance their competitiveness. Often, clients question themselves, how do they strike the balance of their product between the profitability, sustainability, and also quality? And the answer is by going through the environmental tests that TUSUK has to offer them. So now I'm going to talk about the product testing that I have been focusing in my internship. So before I explain what is product testing, product testing is a process of which the products are being tested to measure their performance, to see whether the products can function at a high performance, safety, to see whether the products is likely to cause any injuries or harm to the users, and lastly is the quality of the product. So in nature, all customers hope to get the best quality assurance of their products, right? So with this product testing, it enables to anticipate and identify possible issues at an early stage. And product testing verify the requirements to meet the different standards to prove that the products are actually completely safe to be used. So these are the different products that I've tested during my internship, and mainly they are electronic products. Yeah. So before we actually start on doing the product testing on the client's product, it's mandatory to do a functional test. And functional test is a manual check on the product and has 3 stages to it. Firstly is the initial verification, which is done before the environmental test, followed by the mid-verification, which is also known as the checkpoint, which is done during regular time intervals during the environmental test, and lastly is the post-verification, which is done after the environmental test. And the purpose of this functional test is actually to ensure that the products are in good shape externally and internally. So what I mean by internally, it means that the products are able to function properly, and externally it means that the products have no defects at all, including dented marks or scratches and so on and so forth. So and different products have different way of doing the testing. So these are the different tests that are available in TUSUK. However, I would like to give my attention to the operating temperature and humidity test, which is also known as a temperature test, as I am more familiarized and more personally involved with this testing compared to the rest of the testing. So this is the graph for the temperature test, And temperature test is a process of accelerated hot and cold temperature, and also low and high humidity level. So as you can see from the graph, the products will go through at least 3 different temperatures. Firstly, it's at 0 degrees, then it will went up to 40 and go back to 25 and goes up to 40. So there are 3 different temperatures. And the red line represents the checkpoint like I mentioned before, which we will do it for the products to ensure that the products are not damaged and so on and so forth. And there are a total of 6 checkpoints for each of the product that goes through this temperature test. So now is the challenges that I faced during the product testing. So the first challenge was actually the limited movement inside the chamber, as I had to do I have to put both of my hands inside both of these 2 holes to do my functional testing. And due to the limited space, I was unable to do it properly, as we have to keep on connect and plug in and plug out the cables inside the chamber, and it was hard for us to do. However, I overcome this challenge by actually adjusting my body in different positions so that I was able to see what I was doing and connect the cables better. So it was actually a very awkward position, but we still have to do it. And the second challenge was actually adapting to the temperature inside the chamber during the functional test. What I mean by that is during the functional test, we had, like I mentioned before just now, we had to do it at 0 degrees Celsius. So we had to do it with our own bare hands, and after a while inside the chamber, our hands tends to get numb. So with this, we have to keep on putting in and out our hands inside the chamber. And secondly is in hot temperature. In hot temperature at 40 degrees, we also do it with our bare hands, and sometimes our hands tends to get sweaty because of the humid level. So because of this, So and not only that, the chamber also condenses when it's cold and hot. So inside and outside, there will be water droplets. So we have to keep on constantly wipe the chamber so that we can see better. So now is the things that I've learned during my internship. So there are few takeaway learning points that I've gained throughout my whole internship. Firstly is the interpersonal skills. I managed to build and maintain my relationship with my colleagues, as this will make our job easier because we are able to communicate better with them and in a very professional setting. Secondly is definitely the knowledge in product testing that I've gained throughout my internship. Before this, I was not exposed to product testing, and I thought that it was an easy process to be done until I went inside to see the process, which is actually very hard. And lastly is the most important and valuable lesson to me, which is confidence. There are times when the staff are very busy and they will hand over this huge responsibility of product testing to us to do it alone. So if I don't have this confidence, it will be hard for me to do this testing, as I will keep on question whether I'm doing it right or wrong. So this is actually a very important lesson that I've learned. And to end my presentation, I would like to give a quote by Benjamin Franklin: "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn." And with that, I end my presentation. Thank you.